Coming up on TekThing, CES 2017 is here, people! Let's drop some news from Dell, HP, Linksys, and more. It's all coming up in a special CES edition of TekThing. Thank you, patrons. Without your support via patreon.com/TekThing, we wouldn't be able to make the show for you every week. Please join the crew that makes TekThing possible at patreon.com/TekThing.
I'm Shannon Morse.
And I'm Pappy Norton.
And this is TekThing, where we have something useful in every single show.
The shiny, people.
Oh, the shiny.
So much shiny. CES 2017. By the time you are watching this, your eyeballs, not our eyeballs, but your eyeballs, I'm standing in line picking up my press pass because we're at CES Press Day 1. Mm-hmm. You're probably on a plane, actually.
I'm most likely on a plane like right now. But we did want to give y'all a heads up on the Consumer Electronics Show news that we knew of early. Yeah. Luckily, a lot of these companies sent over some information early for us so that we can announce it for you this week right as it happens. So let's go ahead and start with Dell. First off, there is a new, can you believe this? A new XPS 13.
Yeah.
Except this one is a 2-in-1. And beyond that, it sounds pretty familiar. There's 7th Gen Core i5 or an i7 CPU. It's a 13.3-inch ultra-sharp Quad HD Plus. That means 3200 by 1800 pixels. Infinity Edge touch display, or you can also get a 1080p display with Gorilla Glass, and it's touchscreen. Yay!
Well, they're all Gorilla Glass.
Yeah,
right?
they're all
to keep
Gorilla.
you from poking your fingers through the screen, I guess.
Exactly. So you don't kill your screen. And it is edge-to-edge, so really, really nice, very thin bezel, just like the ones that we have right now. And they are carbon fiber composite palm rests, so I love those palm rests too. They're so nice.
They have textured
nice
surface.
And silky, and they don't pick up your fingerprints that much, so really, really nice. They also come with steel hinges under the aluminum, we are told, so that's probably going to help a lot with durability of this product going forward.
The big difference is that instead of stopping here, it goes around.
All the way, yeah. We've seen similar products from like Lenovo and things like that in the past, so this is really cool that Dell is coming out with a 2-in-1. It is going to have up to 16 gigs of RAM. There's going to be a 1 terabyte solid state drive as well. There is going to be MS Hello compliant fingerprint reader available on it as well, which is going to be super useful.
And if you want to nerd out on ports.
Oh, yes.
And we should point out, not all of them come with 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's the maximum. You got to pay more money to get all the RAM.
Yeah.
But, Thunderbolt 3 with PowerShare DC in and display port, USB-C 3.1 with PowerShare microSD card reader, headset jack, and a Noble lock slot.
So cool.
Yeah. So there's no sort of single port paranoia.
Right, yeah.
Not all the ports.
Not all of them.
But there's a micro
There's
SD
quite
card
a few.
slot.
I love that they included a micro SD card slot, so that's going to be useful. Early reviews say that the battery life is about 70% of the older Dell XPS 13s, the regular laptops like the one we have, and pricing is going to start at $999.99, so about $1,000, and availability is in a couple of days on the 5th of January this year, so super excited to check those out.
The 5th of January doesn't rhyme even
January.
a little bit. One of the big things about the 2-in-1 design is the webcam is in the middle now.
Finally!
And if you want to sort of Skype, but you could fold it into tent mode and have the webcam pointing.
I'm so glad they finally put it in the middle.
Instead of nostril cam. That was actually my one big complaint, is the sort of nostril cam location of the webcam.
Yeah, with all the podcasting we do. I mean, it's kind of important.
And the Skyping.
And the Skyping.
And the talking to people over the videos.
True.
Oh my goodness.
What else do they have coming up?
Awkward transitions, for everybody that's been looking for an HDR, a high dynamic range desktop monitor, meet Dell's Ultrathin 27, aka the S2718D, 2560 by 1440 at 60 hertz. Nothing fancy there. High dynamic range support on a PC monitor. This is new. Although I suspect it might be a lot more common from a lot more manufacturers in the next few days. Dell claims this is the thinnest monitor in its class. We're curious to see how well the HDR10 support works and whether we'll be missing Dolby Video HDR support. Remember, this is not a TV, folks.
Yes, keep that in mind.
$699.99, available March 23rd, 2017.
So a couple of months to wait for that one. And there is more news coming from Dell later this week, but we can already mention the new $799 Inspiron 15 7000 gaming laptop, which is shipping this week, along with new Alienware 13, 15, and 17 models, starting at $999.99, $1199.99, and then the 17-inch one is $1349.99. On those are also available this week. I can't wait to get my hands on some of those Alienwares. I like the pink.
Many shiny
I'm digging it.
boxes. And it hasn't even started yet.
I love January.
Technolust is in full effect.
Yes, it is. Let us know what you want to see for the rest of the week. Email us, ask@tekthing.com. We'll be right back after the break.
The crew over at Linksys are entering the mesh networking fray with the VELOP Whole Home Wi-Fi. I'm going to call it a system.
System,
I don't know if they want me to call it a system, but it's, system implies that it's difficult to set up, which it's not. 1, 2, or 3 nodes, it's $199.99 MSRP for 1 node, $349.99 for 2 nodes, $500 for 3 nodes. Each contains 3 802.11ac Wave 2 Wi-Fi radios, 1 2.4 gigahertz and 2 5 gigahertz. There's a pair. If you look underneath, it's like a lot of these devices, like Eero. It's designed to be like, hey, it's an air freshener, it's a piece of art, it's something not particularly offensive sitting in the corner, despite the fact that it's packing 6 antennas. There's 2 gigabit Ethernet ports under there. You can see one of them. There they are. One basically becomes the WAN, the other one becomes the LAN for the first node, and then you basically have 2 LAN ports or Ethernet ports wherever you put one of these for the remaining nodes.
Okay.
So you might be wondering, why would they do 2 5 gigahertz radios?
Yeah.
I'm
kind of curious.
I'm going to quote Linksys. VELOP node connects to a downstream node on a different channel, reducing Wi-Fi collision and delivering more reliable Wi-Fi performance. I'm not going to call it a backhaul, but it basically gives it options so it can try to figure out the fastest way to connect your devices to the
pretty cool,
node
if it
that's
works.
connected to your cable modem. We'll talk about performance with this and some of the other devices next week.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been learning so much about network testing, and I've been spending too much time learning about it, and I need to finish writing down these giant collection of reviews. All the nodes have Bluetooth radio to talk to your phone.
Oh, cool.
If you can tap, you can add a node.
That's awesome.
There's an Android app, an iOS app. Spot Finder is what they're calling their technology. It helps you determine the best placements you can connect via wired or wireless links. So you can blend all the connectivity.
That's really cool. Useful.
Yeah, and like all of these devices, they're going for seamless roaming. They offer one guest network for the whole home. And this one's for Shannon. Watch Shannon's face when I say this. They're going to offer Alexa to turn guest network on and off.
Really?
Yeah. Alexa, turn on the guest network.
Shh, don't say her name.
My bad.
Remember, everybody yells at us when you say their names.
I was enthusiastic. I like that you can prioritize like 3 devices. Whatever are the 3 most important things connected to the Wi-Fi, you can prioritize those for when the network gets saturated.
I can't wait to hear your review on this, since you have one in store for us.
I've been driving my family completely insane because I've been using 4 different mesh node systems in my house.
Yeah, I know.
You want to cause marital discord and familial strife, swap out a network and like forget to attach the Apple TV like on movie night, or cut your wife off the network by accident when she's trying to finish some work. Don't do that.
Let us know what you think. You can tweet us at TekThing, at Patrick Norton, or at Snubs. HP is also dropping a host of new products, including a monitor, which I may have left drool stains on, and HP, I apologize for doing that, but it was really technolusty. So I just couldn't help myself, and the drool stains, I'm sure they come off.
Meet the OMEN X 35-inch curved display.
It's so pretty.
Anytime you pack a 3 millisecond response time, a 100 hertz refresh rate, and NVIDIA G-Sync into a big, beautiful, curved, ultra-wide QHD display that looks good.
Yes.
You've got Shannon's attention.
Oh, yes, you do. It's $1,300, but it screams gaming awesomeness.
Yes.
I love this thing.
We were both kind of like, ooh.
Yes, we were.
What refresh rate is that running at? They were like 100 hertz. We were like, ooh.
Can I maybe take this home? No.
Step away.
What else is going on with HP?
Remember HP's Sprout, the immersive computing? Like, you probably saw it at Maker Faire.
Oh.
And then you probably never saw it anywhere else.
Yes.
Yes. So it's a combo. It's a computer, it's a monitor, and it's 3D scanning in sort of a single device. So the 24-inch 1080p screen on the Sprout Pro G2, that's their new the rev on it finally, isn't particularly impressive. It's a gorgeous 1080p monitor, but it's a 1080p monitor.
Yeah.
What's really, really cool is when you start rotating an object there's like a 20-point touch map. So there's the display, there's sort of the touch map interface, and the 3D scanner, and you just roll the thing around and it creates a 3D model of it in real time.
It's really cool.
It's really cool. I was just, wow. And then they told me we won't know what it costs until it ships around March, and I went, wow.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a lot of money.
It's
Just
probably.
saying.
I also got to say, HP's Envy curved AIO, that's all in one. Looks really good. It's got this sort
really
of
nice.
very boxy aesthetic to it. 34-inch 21:9 screen. Looks excellent. And I always love to see all-in-ones with options for discrete graphics. HP chose NVIDIA in this case. So you can get your gaming on. If you want to get your gaming on your stylish all-in-one computer.
When does that one ship?
January 11th, starting at a brisk $1,729.99. I feel like the price is right.
Yeah, well, it's a whole computer. So,
And a nice monitor.
and it can game, which is always nice.
I mean, you're thinking about like it's a $700 monitor and essentially a high-performance laptop. $1,700.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound that bad.
that's about what you end up spending.
And it's so stylish.
It's so pretty.
We like the pretty.
We've talked a lot about Kaby Lake, aka the 7th gen Intel Core processors, and marveled at the battery life on the first notebooks running the new chips. Desktop performance, we have said it before, if you are looking at, say, a 6700 or a 7700 Core i7, not a major boost over Skylake.
Yeah.
If you're looking for raw performance, but I've kind of heard that the speed shift tech and the new CPUs give them a nice little snap.
Yeah, and motherboard manufacturers will have the option of putting an M.2 connector on the motherboard that supports Optane memory. So you pair the Optane memory with a standard big old fat cheap hard drive and you get SSD drive-like performance.
Oh, that's cool.
This is good. Now, if you're wondering what speed shift is, and I said,
me.
Yeah, and the light bulb went up on my head like 30 seconds ago, like, oh, speed shift, like shifting speeds. So processor performance or P states are managed by hardware, not the operating system. So, quote, the system can get to peak turbo frequencies much faster, allowing tasks to be completed quicker and then return to idle faster.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is probably better for power conservation, not conversations. Let's have power conversations. I need my red tie, people. But hey, from what I've heard, like the idea is that it's going to make everything just a little bit faster.
Yeah.
A millisecond
And more
here,
intense.
a millisecond there. It all adds up.
That's really cool.
Yeah. If nothing else, I got to say the Kaby Lake processors will make excellent home theater PCs. You've got VPN, HEVC hardware acceleration built in, massive drops in CPU utilization. And while we're talking CPUs, the liquid nitrogen overclocking crews have already got the 7700K running at 7,000 hertz, which requires, pouring liquid nitrogen into the processor cooler over and over again. So not a practical day-to-day thing. Yeah, Intel says 7th gen chips will clock to higher levels in previous generations. We'll get more into that after Intel's HWBOT hardware bot overclocking event later this week.
Okay.
Pricing?
Yes, pricing.
Very, very similar to Skylake, the MSRP on the 7700K, which is now the updated version of my beloved 6700K, $378 in 1,000 unit lots.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's how they price all that stuff.
Okay.
But basically, it's similar.
Okay.
Similarly priced.
I feel like I should build a new computer.
I always feel like I should build a new computer. And of course, we're going to have news from AMD. We're going to have LG.
Yes.
We're going to have Samsung. We may have more news from Intel. There is so much at CES.
So much. We're really excited to see everything. So we will be bringing you another episode Friday. So I have time to edit everything while we're there, which is a little scary because I've never edited on the go. So hang with me, everybody.
You got a new laptop to
send
do it,
good
though.
karma. I do have a new laptop to edit on. Woo, that's going to be fun. So
although
hopefully
we
it goes
mentioned last week autonomous vehicles are probably going to be all over the place.
Yes.
We wait with bated breath. We will know more in hours, like literally about 24 hours, we're going to know a lot more than we know now, which is always good to know more. So yeah, and we're having a hangout at CES 2017 Friday night. Come join us at Atomic Liquors downtown because we're old school.
And you can find all the information on that over at facebook.com/TekThing. We have an event set up over there. You don't have to RSVP. We haven't RSVP'd to the bar, so just show up and have a good time.
And if for some reason this spiked on YouTube and you've never heard of TekThing or Shannon or Patrick, hi, she's Shannon, I'm Patrick.
Hi.
This is TekThing, and you can find us at youtube.com/TekThing or tekthing.com.
I guess that's it for this week.
Well,
for now.
You got a plane to catch.
I got a plane to catch.
I got a car to drive. We'll see you in a couple days.
All the cool stuff is today.
Just like you.
Aw,
I'm not
cool.
so sweet.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, not cool. Not cool at all.
What? Huh?
Me?
Nah,
No, I've never been cool. I'm,
there's
like,
been a
super
lot of
awkward.
last-minute preparation. The giddiness is setting in.
Oh man. I'm excited. I can't wait to see everybody. If you're going to be at CES, let me know. You can always stop by and say hello to us. We'll give you hugs and selfies.
And if you have questions, or if you hear about something, or if you care about something, or if you're just like, oh God, don't talk about autonomous vehicles, ask@tekthing.com, tweet @tekthing, or you can find me at Patrick Norton
At Snubs.
on the interwebs.
Thank you everybody for joining. We will see you again on Friday, hopefully as long as everything goes well.
Let's hope so.
Bye.
What could go wrong in Vegas?